Good morning, y'all. Alright, we are on our way to Woody Gap to resupply with Carly. She stayed with her good friend in Atlanta for the first couple days I've been here. Today's my 4th day, and she, on her way back home, is gonna swing by and resupply me, which is awesome. Ooh, cool plant. I like these plants. I really don't know what they are, but they're super cool. Super pretty. So yeah, we're way up on a mountain. You can't really tell because the fog is serious because we're way up here. We're in the clouds. So there's a big old mountain over there, but you can't see it because of the fog. Whew. But yeah, so last night I stayed at the Gooch Gap shelter. Yesterday I hiked the most miles I have yet to hike in one day. I hiked 13 miles. Haha, that's my favorite number. I didn't even mean to do it. It was 13 miles from the Stover Creek shelter to the Gooch Gap shelter. And I met some really cool people. Yeah. And we kind of hiked along each other. You know, you get separated and then you come back and pass the other one and meet up with them again. We did all that trail tag, I guess you could call it. We did that all yesterday, and then we all met up at the Gooch Gap shelter, and it was a good night. We had a fire, and David and Nikita and Stefan, they brought marshmallows. That was a treat. That was awesome. Yeah. And Larissa and Miranda and Leaf and Tom, all good people. Good vibes all around. So I went hard yesterday with 13 miles, most I've ever hiked. Today, I'm gonna kind of take it a little bit easy. Oh, I guess I have service, that's cool. But yeah, today I'm gonna take it a little bit easy and let my body accumulate. And I'm gonna hike to Woody Gap, resupply, and then I think I'm gonna look into maybe a hostel for tonight. I don't know, we're gonna look into it, we'll see. Because I'm pretty ripe after getting rained on 2 days out of 4. And yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. I was expecting it, but a shower would be nice. Would be very nice. And if not, then I'm definitely gonna find a creek somewhere to jump in or something. Because right now it's probably only 50 degrees or something like that, but maybe a little bit more. But I tell you what, you get hiking, you start sweating, the layers are coming off. There is no pants about it or jacket, because you just turn into a sauna on yourself and just start sweating, and oh gosh, it's not fun. So, but it's really refreshing when you take that layer off and you're like, whew, and now you got the breeze and the cool air cooling you down. And even when it rains, I'm kind of thankful because I'm sweating and so hot from hiking that it's kind of refreshing. I'm just like, all right, I'm fine with it. Really, my only fuss is that my gear, I mean, it's pretty rainproof and everything's been dry so far, but I don't have a pack cover yet, so I've just been using my poncho to throw over it whenever it starts really downpouring, because when it's just sprinkling, I mean, my pack is pretty rain repellent or whatever, it just beads up and rolls off. But when it really starts coming down, I mean, obviously it's gonna get more wet. So yeah, so in the future I think I'm gonna look into a pack cover, because that would make my life easier. And my friends from Wisconsin, David, Stefan, and Nikita, who are actually from Russia, which is awesome, super interesting. Well, at least Nikita is. He was really interesting, telling me like about his upbringing and stuff in Russia. Really cool. Never in the evening he brought out, he had like a half water bottle of vodka, and he was like, he wanted to do a shot, and I was like, I mean, yeah, sure. I'm not gonna pass up on doing a shot of vodka with a Russian. I mean, come on, like that's bucket list material. So yeah, it was fun. We didn't, like I said, he didn't have much, so it was more of a social thing, but yeah, it was cool. But yeah, so Stefan, his buddy, let me try his trekking poles. I've never used trekking poles before, but he let me use them for like a mile or whatever, and it was really nice. And I can definitely see why people use them. I've never used them, so that's why I didn't bring any. I really didn't, I'm not used to hiking with them, but I can see why people do it. It takes a lot of stress off your back and off your legs, and helps you propel yourself forward, like when you're going uphill. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could get some walking sticks, but they're gonna be a little bit heavier than some trekking poles, so maybe I'll look into getting some of those for the future. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good for like my body. I feel like it's catching up, it's doing the miles, and I'm not having too much pain. I mean, at the end of the day, when I'm done hiking, my feet are a little sore, obviously, and I can definitely feel my calves and my thighs and my hips from my bag sitting on them. But I expected that, the hip thing from backpacking in Yellowstone. That was like one of the first things they told us before we started out. Ranger Cecilia, she was like, yeah, I expect to have bruises on your hips in the first week. And we were all like, what? But yeah, I mean, she wasn't lying. Definitely had bruises on my hips. But I'm pretty sure our packs were much heavier out there. I'm pretty sure my pack was like 40 to 60, honestly, like, because we were carrying tools as well as our, survival stuff, like our base camp and stuff. We were carrying the tools to do trail work. So that was fun. Real good experience. I mean, it was hard, but I'm very thankful for the experience. I met a lot of awesome people and learned a lot. And I've always been interested, in how they do the trails, how they make them, because I love hiking. So it's really cool to be able to see that and be a part of it in such a world-renowned place like Yellowstone. It's awesome. Loved my time living there for that month in 2016. It was awesome. But yeah, still up on the mountain. Whew, still climbing the mountain. I was saying to myself yesterday or something, talking to myself, it's fine. But I was like, I'll tell you what, I go to the gorge. I mean, like, not too often, but I mean, often enough. And let me tell you something. The mountains at the gorge, they don't got shit on this. And that's surprising, because like I thought the Red River Gorge was like boom, like you know, big mountains and stuff, but, and I've seen the Appalachians, but, and I've hiked a little bit, but nothing like this. This is serious. This is mountains, like whole mountains. Like yesterday, I probably hiked over at least 8 humongous mountains, and each mountain, it takes you at least like 2 to 3 hours to hike up it and down it. I mean, if you're at a faster pace, maybe closer to an hour, but still, that's like, you're zooming at that speed. But yeah, I guess my trail legs are still catching up. I'm getting there, I'm pushing. And trying to listen to my body at the same time, not trying to push too hard. But yeah, yesterday I definitely pushed. But I'm glad that I did. And really, my body didn't yell at me too bad, so happy about that. Oh, that white blaze. Ba-doop. All right, we are fogging it up in the mountains. All right, well, I guess I'll check back in. We get to Woody Gap and we figure stuff out. So peace out until then.